Hi, I'm NERIAH, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
How'd you go from being somebody endlessly to treating me so bad? I miss your hands down my body, but trust me, I'll never take you back.
Hi, I'm Sarah from The Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with NERIAH. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good. This is my only interview for today, and I couldn't have picked a better artist. So, how's your day been?
It's been good. It's just starting.
Yeah.
Have a few today and a few meetings, so good to get an early start to the day.
Amazing. Yeah, you recently released Falling for Somebody, and it is so good. Again, I cannot say it enough. So it's been out for like a week or two now. So how's it been so far?
It's been amazing. It's actually been our strongest start for songs, which is amazing. And we're so grateful. And it was the first song we actually wrote for the rollout of the album. So we're excited to be able to it's a second single we've released for it, but it's been amazing. We've gotten such great responses from everybody, and it's one of my favorite songs. So I'm really happy that people are enjoying it as much as I did.
Yeah, definitely. The last one was it was slower, I guess. Do you think this song is a bit happier than the last one, or do you think it's even sadder?
I think when it comes to what it's about, I think still on the same page about exes, which I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. But I think it's definitely the most upbeat song I've released, which I'm really excited about. And the album has a lot more singles that are more like that because it's so fun to write upbeat songs. And I think, hearing it, it does make you happy. Like I listen to it and I'll dance around in my room and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. Like this isn't one of the sad, heart-wrenching ballads that we've been doing. So I think being able to do both of those makes it a little bit of a happy song.
And with the music video too, it's so amazing. I could not get enough of that outfit you're wearing. Like, oh my
Thank
God.
you. I'm so funny. I love I'm in my closet. I'm obsessed with sparkles and crazy things. And that outfit was like $20.
No.
And it was like $20. And I saw it and I was like, I need this. And it was sitting in my closet. I was like, I'm never wearing this. The shoes I got off like Dolls Kill at Black Friday for like $20. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go downtown and I'm gonna wear this for the video just for fun. And me and my friend, we went and shot it, and it was so much fun. I edited it myself and everything, and I was super happy with how it turned out.
Oh my God, $20 too. It doesn't look like that at all.
Oh,
And oh my God, wearing that in a gas station is such a power move.
like I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Exactly. Oh my God. But yeah, you edited the music video yourself. You're such a creative powerhouse. You write like 12 songs a day. Like that's insane.
Yeah, I write a lot. I mean, there was definitely a time where we were writing 3 full songs a day, and it was a little crazy. And now, I'll go into the studio, and now because I'm finishing this 24-track album, and I have a lot of songs I'm already holding on to. We'll start a bunch of ideas when I'm in sessions, but I've been trying to, if I can leave the day with one song that I know is going to come out, then I'm happy with that. So, but it's been nice. The last few months, actually, me and Jason, my executive producer, who's an absolute genius and does absolutely everything. He's incredible. But we've been actually going back to songs, which has been really cool. Like we've like, okay, we want to do this. Let's rewrite this. And before I was like, no, like let's not touch them. And it's been fun. Yesterday we rewrote the chorus of I think my favorite song I've ever written, and so we're excited to spend a lot more time on things and make sure they're extra perfect.
Yeah, and you said 24 songs?
Yes, for the album.
Wow. That's insane.
I know.
Are you
Yeah.
are you nervous to release such a big project like that? Or like are you just excited?
I'm so excited. I was going through a breakup, and I was like, you know what? We're writing an album, and we started it about a month and a half ago, 2 months. We have 2 more songs to write. We've written like 60 songs because we're like, we're going to write 60 and we're going to pick 24. We have a London trip, a writing camp in a week that was supposed to be for the album, but the album is basically done. So now I think we're going to start writing the second album, but I'm excited. I think I don't hold back when it comes to all of that. And it's cool because the order that we're going to do it is going to be the order that we wrote the songs, because I was really going through it, and I thought it was really cool to, be able to experience that and show people that. And I'm excited. I mean, I will always write how I'm feeling, and I have no problem of telling people that. So
Yeah, and when it comes to writing, like do you sit down by a piano? Do you journal? Like how do you get your
um It's honestly different every time. I try to journal every single day. And so sometimes like after I just went through this breakup, I went through my journal and I took a highlighter and I highlighted like song titles and I was like, oh my God, these are so cool. And I have a notes in my phone with like hundreds of song titles and I'll go into the session and I'm like, hey, what are we feeling today? But usually I'll either have a concept or a title sometimes. Sometimes I'll literally go in with nothing and I'm like, let's just find chords. Like I need to get in the zone. But always start with chords, usually piano or guitar. We try to keep it acoustic while we're writing. And then sometimes like once we get an idea going, we'll bring out instruments and productions and all that. But it really depends. I mean, I can write anywhere. I think it's just in the moment what feels right. But definitely having a concept and knowing, because I have to write about stuff that's so real and that's happened, it's nice to have a concept or a title. But if not, it's funny because even before I went through the breakup, if I listened to the songs, I was like, okay, I knew I had to go through this breakup and I was going through it mentally because my songs were writing about it before I even knew. So sometimes it just like naturally comes out and then I see how I'm actually feeling.
As an artist looking to make it in the music industry, you don't need to sign to a major label. Trust us, we've created a better way. Enter Hard Drive, the world's first community-based record label and software with all the tools and support you need to succeed in your career. From global music distribution and a crazy beat library to custom artwork, video graphics, mixing and mastering, and community events led by industry experts on everything from music business to mental health. Get everything you need in one place. Be one of the creators that joins our growing community. Build your legacy while building the new music industry. Join Hard Drive now.
If I ran into that, I would just have other writers come in. We could all collaborate on that because that's really cool and interesting. You know, someone will say a word and you're like, oh, because I think when I write and when I have writers, I'm very sure of who I am as an artist and how I say things. So a lot of times they'll be like, oh, let's say this. So I'm like, that's so cool, but let's just change it a little and say it this way because that's how I would say it. Yeah, it's a beautiful process.
You've had lots of practice. You wrote your first song at like a very, very young age. Do you remember how that song went?
I actually do. I have it recorded and it's so funny. But it was about my parents had just gotten divorced and my dad in my room, he painted this picture for me and it was a wishing well, me and my sister, and there was dolphins. And I literally just like wrote a song about the picture. And yeah, we're going to try to release it somehow one day of like a remix, something cool. But I recorded and it's really funny.
Oh my God, that's so cute. In this song that you just released, it sort of goes like, okay, like I'm sad, you hurt me, I sort of miss you in a way, but then at the very end, you're like sort of coming to conclusion that it actually happened, and you're like actually facing the reality. So, do you think this song has a happy ending?
100%. I think the point of falling for somebody is like you fell for someone, they sucked, you still liked them, you didn't know why, and at the end it's like, look, you don't deserve me, I'm too good for you, go find someone that's less, you know. So I think the end of it, it's kind of like, you know what, I'm over it, and you know they're gonna have a hard time getting over it. So I think definitely a happy ending, and I think the more you're able to kind of hold on to that, it does become a happy song because it's more of like a I'm over my ex, you know, and I'm moving on, and they need to be the one who's figuring it out. So definitely can have a happy meaning.
And you literally say like, I hope you find somebody, which is hard to say to an ex.
I remember I said that in the session. I was like, I just, you know what, I hope he finds someone worse than me, and I hope he finds what he deserves. And we're writing it, and so I think it's like, yeah, I hope you find just somebody. So, and then the end's kind of just like, look, you should have loved me right, you should have treated me right, and now like I hope you find someone that you can treat like that. So
I mean, him coming in your life was for a reason. You wrote
exactly the songs. It's all the songs. I know. That's how I feel about every one of my exes. I'm like, the songs.
Exactly. Your birthday's coming up. So do you have any birthday plans?
We have an EP coming out, which is really fun. We have a 6-track EP coming out, which is called No One Cries Forever. And I'm super excited because it's going to be the last project of me before I go into just me and my producer, Jason. And that's going to be kind of it for the rest of it, for the most part. But we really experimented with a lot of different sounds, and every single song is with a different producer. So there's nothing that's cohesive about the whole entire project. The writing is, but there's a lot of different, there's like there's kind of a hyper pop-ish song on there. There's like a feature. It's cool. Like there's a lot of different things that kind of helped me develop the sound that I wanted to be. But no, I've been focusing on that. We just finished it, and yeah, no birthday plans yet. I'm sure I'll. My best friend, we always do like a little surprise party because my birthday stresses me out. So I always have her to help me with something. But for sure yet.
Oh my god, amazing. I'm so excited. A little fun question for you is if you could describe your music as an animal, which animal would it be?
Ooh, an animal. I'd say a butterfly because I think it just goes everywhere and it's all over the place.
Honestly, it makes sense in a way.
And they could be all rainbow, and I love rainbows and colors. So
Yeah. And my last question for you is who are your favorite artists right now?
oof, right now, Holly Humberstone, Julia Michaels. I've been obsessed with Lauv. I think it's Lauv. I don't know how to
Yeah, I
pronounce.
think it's love.
Lizzie McAlpine, insane. I mean, she's insane. And Gracie's new album is sick. The song she's released. So a little bit of everything.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It was so
Thank
much fun.
you.
This single is amazing.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.